Renault Captur, the crossover that combines the handling and mobility of an urban hatch with the height and space of an SUV. From just $25,990 drive away. Crossover to Captur. Crossover to Renault.
This French manufactured car was recently released in Australia in two product segments: the small sedan and hatchback segment and the subcompact SUV segment. In the small car sedan or hatchback segment, it competes with the very popular Mazda 3 sedan and the Hyundai i30. However, being a very popular European car, it also competes with the BMW series hatch and the Volkswagen Golf. It also competes directly with cars in the subcompact SUV segment. Examples of these are the Holden Trax, the new Honda VTI, and the soon-to-be launched Mazda CX-3 Max. The unique selling proposition is its crossover features. It promises the versatility of a car that can traverse the city and the country, offering the fun driving experience of a hatchback, a high driving position, and the social representation of a European car, all at a low $40,000 price point. It is important to note that it is highly likely that the theme for this 15-second ad came from the successful UK and European ads for the vehicle since it launched there in 2013. The Australian 15-second ad for the Captur draws on elements of the 30-second English and French ads, although the Australian version does not use the humour aspect. Renault have concluded that the crossover campaign will be exclusive to social media websites which include Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Considering their target market are adventurous, technically prone business consumers, this seems like a practical use of their advertising budget. The Australian Renault advertising campaign started running in early 2015 and has in the last week been supported by Renault's principal sponsorship of SBS Eurovision. In this campaign, it offers the Renault Reactor, a technology platform that allows viewers to vote for their favourite song, and then it offers in real-time ratings and gives viewers the chance to win an all-new Renault Captur. Additionally, throughout this weekend on Australian television we can watch Eurovision, with two Renault Captur advertisements playing as sponsored ads, one of which is the crossover ad, and the other is a completely new model of Captur, which has recently been brought out. This is the first instance in the Australian Renault campaign that they have gone away from social media and spend budget on a TVC commercial, and what a great place to do it for Eurovision. We can evaluate the success of an advertising campaign in a variety of ways, some of which are reviewing the uploads, views, and shares of an ad on social media to see if it's connecting with the target market, run market research focus groups for the demographic we want to attract, and analyze weekly sales of the Captur to see if it is resulting in cut-through and sales. The ADA model is an approach used by advertisers to describe the different phases of consumer engagement with an advertisement. These steps are awareness, interest, desire, and action. The video establishes the awareness when the camera zooms in on the car with the voice saying,
Renault Captur, the crossover that combines the handling and mobility of an urban hatch with the height and space of an SUV.
Interest is judged from the video transition, where the car goes from the urban cityscape to the beach, which develops favourable attitudes for the product, which has been targeted for the adventurous, technically adept consumer in terms of its benefits on their lifestyle. The desire is addressed through the involved characters. In the cityscape scene, we see a businessman well dressed, and in the second scene, we see the same man on the beach with a female, suggestively his partner. This is a commonly used technique which ultimately tells the consumer that the car can increase your sexual appeal. And finally, the action to buy the car is assisted by the voiceover explaining the price of the car as well as the pop-up on the screen. This is also followed up by the Renault logo and the sound effect for a resonating effect in the consumer. The only improvements which I would suggest is adding humour like in the European and French ads for the TV commercial and also the social media. Overall, this seems like a well-delivered campaign for an Australian audience.